to Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. What a matchup we have today. Momentum has been building each and every week, and now these two undefeated teams will square off. It's the Kansas State Wildcats and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, the Sun Devils head coach told me pregame, this could be one of their most important games of the year. With both teams undefeated, this game is a separator. As the college football playoff looms near, they have to separate and prove they are one of the best teams in the country. They have a chance to do that here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. So Arizona State's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And we get a look at Kyson Brown. In their last win, he had a 100-yard game and scored 3 times.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking downfield, it's Boley. Throws for the tight end. That's caught. It's Anderson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Gets it out fast. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Got it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. That can be a momentum builder to convert your first 3rd down and also get your quarterback in a rhythm throwing the slant.
That's so nice. You always want to do that. You want to start the game in a good rhythm, get your quarterback comfortable. Slants are easy, timing routes, get a 1st down, now maybe open it up even more.
Let's think a second about Arizona State. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era, but certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But Jesse, after today, there can only be 1 and 1.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These two teams both, though, believe they're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the conference. So we're going to learn a lot. By the time this game is over, who is the best in conference play?
Now from inside the red zone. He's got him still on his feet, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, ASU!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. They say the tight end's always open, and he seems to always be, and he's always making big plays. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Johnson wants to throw it. Spits it out to the back. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They'll run play action. Pulls it in. It's Harris. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Snagged out of the air. Runs through a man. He might have some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Try the right side with Brown.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Rushes on him, and down he goes. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Wants to throw. It's Bowling. Working that left side now. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
Really nice individual effort that time by the wide receiver. He was trying to get the first down. There was no way he was going out of bounds there on 3rd. Fighting for every inch he could get. Didn't quite get there. Now you've got a big decision if you're the head coach. You're going to stay on the field and try to go for this thing.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. He wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Manning.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Running inside. It's Jackson. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Jackson. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Caught by Williams on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on 4th down. And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back. Offense at an empty set. Looking for a man. It's Boley. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down.
When you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Miller. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Grabs it. They will score. Touchdown, Arizona State.
This offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulls it, fired complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Johnson looking to throw. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
You just want to find a way to affect the QB, and the defense does a great job getting to the quarterback, hitting him as he throws the football. Not only does it make that throw bad, in the future now, the quarterback's taking a few hits, makes him a little bit more unsure of himself.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. Off play action. Here comes the heat. Puts it out of the air. Into enemy territory and outbounds at the 48.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Back to throw. It's Bowling. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And it's no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking to throw on first down. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start with UCF taking on the number 9 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Knights, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. game in Tempe. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountain America Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Sun Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kansas State will get things going as they take over on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Oh, they're after him. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Johnson wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Finds a man on the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Off the play fake. Under fire. And they got it.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll get rid of it. Got his man to the left. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
At the 20, he's got space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Kansas State in business in the red zone. Trying to run, it's Jackson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. The play-action fake. Touchdown, Wildcats! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Looking for blockers. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Breaks into the open. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll give it to Brown. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Scanning the field, it's Boley. Got his man in the middle. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Miller. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On first and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the grab. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking...
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He lets it fly. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Here's a heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Kansas State quick to the line. Johnson looking to throw. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. On 4th down, going to the air. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly, but listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get the...
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He's loose on the right. Inside the touchdown, Kansas State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
And he tacks on the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. Still on his feet at the 35. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man. Timeout taken here, second one called by Kansas State. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Back to pass, it's Bowling. It's on target and complete. The Wildcats call their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. That last connection just a hair short of the 1st down, but it opens an array of opportunities on 2nd and short. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. One more time, it's Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Hand off for Brown. Got enough space. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Johnson wants to throw it. Another incompletion on third down. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Trying to keep this drive alive. They make the stop, and he's got enough to move the chains, and they just had to have that fourth down. A fresh set of downs after that fourth down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, ASU. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Williams got it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And the Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Zings it complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Buys a little time. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Johnson looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Wildcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to fire on second down. That's reeled in. It's Manning. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces.
Fires toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And man, this is such a low percentage play.
There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Timeout is called with just a single second left. After this, it'll be a wrap. First down, right back to Brown. And that will be the final play both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us here